Yeah, hello. This video is made to fulfill the requirement of business opportunity creation. My name is Eric Budiono. I'm one of the students in business opportunity creation class. The code of the class is BC. I'm batch 5. Okay, so um, this video goal is to create a pitching video about innovation using design thinking, especially about Scamper. Yeah. So, um, Scamper is a abbreviation. Yeah, it stands for S for substitute, C for combine, A for adapt, M for modify, P for put to other use, E for eliminate, and R for reverse. Yeah. So I'm going to describe how to apply the scamper to the case of modular learning system. So a little bit of background. Temasek Independent School has started to create a new learning system, or learning style in its secondary department, starting from grade 7 to grade 12. Now, in this new learning system, the students and the parents are given more flexibility and freedom to choose the subjects that they want to learn. So the system is like the university system where you can pick and choose the subject that you want to study and really focus on that subjects. Obviously, there are some requirement. Yeah. So all students in grade 7 need to follow the same module for everybody. That means there's no choice. However, starting in grade 8, they are able to choose the subject that they want to pick. If some students are more interested in mathematics, they can focus more in mathematics, or science, or English, etc. Now, there are three main goals for the modular learning system. First is to increase student engagement. Um, Based on our past experience, students who are forced to follow the system without knowing uh, what is the end goal, yeah, they have less motivation. Yeah, if they have less motivation, they will be less engaged. Yeah. So by creating this modular learning system, we are hoping that the student will be more motivated, thus more engaged. Second, we also like to give the student freedom and flexibility for their future. As we all know, all students are unique. They have their own learning style. Some might learn faster than the others. Some might learn slower than the others. Some might want to focus on certain subject. Some might want to learn all the subjects. Yeah. And number three, we want to encourage students to take ownership of their learning. Yeah. So if they take ownership of their learning, they were able to, you know, increase their motivation, engagement, etc., etc. Okay. So the Modular learning system has been planned for a year starting from 2021. And its first implementation happened in 2022. Specifically in academic year 2022-2023. That's the first year of implementation of model learning system. Now, obviously, there will be some transition from the normal learning system to the modular learning system. Um, and we expect that the transition will finish in 3 years. That means that 2022, 2023, and 2024. I'm making the video in 2025, which is academic year 2024-2025. That means that this academic year will be the last year of transition year from the traditional learning system to modular learning system. So, in summary, we have sort of finished the prototyping phase of the modular learning system. Now, what have we learned so far? Yeah. Analyzing the planning, the implementation, the testing of the modular learning system using Scamper, I found out that we did many things. So at the beginning, Scampers start with S. S stand for substitute. So we substitute the traditional manual learning system to more digital one. We also substitute the textbook from the physical textbook to digital textbook. So if I can share this, this one, I guess. So if I can share this, let's give it, okay. Okay, so this will be our learning lesson. As you can see there, the learning lesson, yeah, is fully digital. And we work together with um, one curriculum provider is called Pearson. Yeah, we used to have Cambridge. We used to use Cambridge international curriculum, but because of the rigidity and the non-flexibility of the resources, starting from 2021, we moved to Pearson. Well, since 2020, actually, because the start of the pandemic, I believe we start transition to Pearson international curriculum right uh, during the pandemic. So if I'm not mistaken, April or May 2020, we transition to Pearson. And we found out that Pearson has better resources, especially digital resources, that can help us to move to our next step. Yeah, so all the lesson plan are digital, and obviously the teachers and the school have the freedom to modify the lesson plan according to their needs. Yeah, so if I want to search, so if I want to give another example, maybe, okay, this is all the resources, yeah, lesson plan, worksheet, etc., etc. Now, if I go back a little bit, it's not working apparently, okay, library. So even the book is digital. Yeah, so we have digital textbook as you can see here. So I'm opening it. There you go, as you can see here. Yeah. And since we are using the digital textbook, we can edit it. So we can write something. Hello, for example. Yeah. So it is more useful to us um, because rather than bringing a thick textbook, we can just use the digital and we can access that anywhere, anytime. Okay. Right. So the next thing um, about, so I'm going to stop sharing. So the next thing about Scamper is C, which is combine. Yeah. And this we are working with one of the software developer. Yeah. And this is what we come up with. So I'm going to share my screen again. Screen. So you can see here, this is the result of the C, which is combined. Yeah. So we try to digitalize everything. So basically, just like what UC is doing, University Ciputra Online is doing. Yeah. It is still in very um, early stage. Yeah. So hopefully it works well. Not only that, we also have a chat box. Yeah. Chat bots that if you have any questions, you can ask questions, etc., etc., etc. Okay. Uh, I'm gonna stop sharing now. The next thing is adapt. So, since we are using the Pearson Active Learn, uh, the digital lesson plan and digital textbook from Pearson, there's very little that we need to adapt from other things because it is designed and created to be used as a digital resources. However, if we want to find additional resources, obviously we can use resources just like Khan Academy, maybe. Yeah, so it is full of things that we can use. As you can see here, this is one my account, my school account here, and obviously we use this quite a lot. Yeah. Okay. Stop sharing now. The next thing that so we have S, C, A, and M. So modify. Modify is basically we try to again it's still a fairly early age stage, but we want to implement what we call with chatbots, the one that I showed just now. Yeah. So next is P, which is put to other use. Now, this one, since we have a modular system, it is very convenient and easy for us to add and remove module based on our needs. Yeah, so if I can share my screen, I will show this is the option that we currently have to help with our modular system. So you can see here, we have, obviously, if I have to explain, Pearson and Excel, this is the curriculum that we use. There are three level, yeah, that Temasek Independent School use. First, the primary achievement test, this is the lowest level. And then we have IGCSE, that's the middle level, and we have international advanced level, which prepare student to move to university. We are thinking of maybe adding accounting and law. And this is very applicable in real life because the knowledge that they gather, they can use it immediately for the profession if they choose to go to this kind of profession. So the last two, which is E and R, so E will be eliminate. Yeah. So for this, we have worked um, some idea to eliminate tasks that are probably not necessary for the student to do. So if I can share my screen again, for this, well, I'm going to show the template of, uh, well, we have created a document as a template to be used if uh, the school or at least the department decide to give a project-based exam rather than paper-based exam. Yeah. So if I can show here, hopefully you can see this. So this is the template for the project-based. So we are trying to eliminate paper-based exam if it's not truly necessary, or we are giving less frequent quiz, but giving more, so less formative assessment. That's what we meant. Yeah. And the goal is to give less pressure and stress to the student. We are dealing with this kind of stuff. So I'm gonna stop sharing again. And lastly, R, which is reverse. Yeah, this is actually combined with the eliminate. Yeah, so we try to eliminate the paper-based tests, and we are trying to give more project-based tests as well. And also that, and also our school has been always trying to have a student-centered classroom or learning. That means that the students are doing all the learning while the teachers become the facilitator, meaning the teacher speak way less in the classroom. They are only there to guide while the students are doing all the learning, the talking, the discussing, etc., etc. So obviously that's the plan and that's the implementation. So we did a survey. We asked feedback from the student and parents, and based on the survey, the last survey that we did, as you can see here, yeah, modular system. This is from 0 to 3, and the point for modular system, the average score is 2.09. That means that the um, the parents, or this is the parent survey, are quite okay, yeah, with the modular system. If we break it down even further, yeah, satisfaction is actually quite high, 3, yeah. Understanding 1.69, clear information 2, and credit benefit will be 1.69. And I can say that this feedback from the parent, as you can see here, modular system, they need more socialization. Yeah, we don't give enough understanding and information to the parents about modular system. If we um, look at the result from the student survey, as you can see here, modular system, the result is 1.97. It's a little bit lower than the parent survey result. However, it's still quite okay. Yeah. As you can see here, satisfaction 1.95, understanding 2.01, clean information 1.9, and great benefit will be 2.01. Yeah. So based on this, we can expect that the student and the parents are quite satisfied with the prototyping phase of the module learning system. And also, we can move to the next phase, which is modifying and modification of the modular system based on the students' learning needs. Yeah. So that's my explanation about the planning, implementation, and testing of the modular learning system in Temasek Independent School using the Scamper method, design thinking, Hopefully this helped and have a great day.